Alright everybody, welcome back to another vlog on the channel, and today I've been working on a project. I actually haven't worked on it since Sunday, but I thought it was a pretty interesting project to do. So we have this large box here, and we're going to be building a test of my computer. Because I do not know exactly how I want to build this, basically, to make sure there's no clearance issues. Because I'm going to be doing some, a few custom things to the case with acrylic, so I kind of want to make sure that lines up. And then I'm going to be doing some stuff with the power supply shrouds, so I want to make sure that kind of doesn't get in the way with our dual graphics cards that we're still planning to have. So yeah, just kind of some things like that of why I'm doing this, basically. So I'll show you kind of what I have done so far. So here is our 120mm radiator and our 360, which I'm going to need to make larger considering how big the gap here is. So that's glad we caught it now. It shouldn't be a problem, honestly, in the final, like the actual build, but you know, it's a problem now. There's our power supply. I don't know if it's actually gonna be I don't know what power supply it's gonna be, but you know, I just did a 750 watt Corsair power supply because that's kind of like a power supply I kind of want, but you know, fully modular, obviously, because we're going to be using, I'm pretty sure I decided on blue cables. I don't know, I think blue or orange, I don't exactly know, but and then here, the Crosshair VI Hero Wi-Fi Edition is the board that I want. Again, don't know if I'm getting that board, but so in this build, I put in a Ryzen 5 3600. I was going to put in the 2600X because that's the processor I think I'm going to go with, but I accidentally put the 3600 in, but I don't think that should be an issue. And then I do have an update. We're for sure going with Primo Chill for all our water cooling. I think the radiators are going to be orange in the final build. I don't really know. Now, this RAM is not accurate. I want to really go with the Corsair Vengeance RGB RAM, which is not red, but I was not thinking when I put my RAM in. So that's the RAM for now, obviously. And then I'm thinking of going with the 2050 Ti instead of the 2070, but it may change. I don't really know. And then we will be making custom backplates for our GPU because I think that's gonna look cool. So we're gonna do it. And then those are Wi-Fi antennas, which look like crap. And then there's our SLI bridge. And then all our cabling is kind of going to come in, you know, right there. Oh, and the I/O shields over there. Because this motherboard costs $170. And it doesn't have a built-in I/O shield. I'm not complaining, but, like, I personally would have thought. But, you know, that's fine. So, yeah, that took quite a while to do. So, the first thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to kind of cut out I'm going to cut around here because normally I would this whole thing is glass, like this whole side here of the case, and I would just use acrylic, but that's, you know, we're just going to use it in the final build versus, so I'm kind of going to, yeah. As I was saying, we're going to be cutting, I'm probably going to cut right over here, kind of, you know, this far, and then we'll leave that there, and then we'll have all this open so you can see all the stuff inside. And then I'm going to be putting a border here, kind of a smaller border, kind of, I don't have like a good, kind of similar kind of to the size, but smaller, around, and then we'll obviously need to make a larger radiator to accommodate this large box. So I'm going to get that cut. Yeah, I'm going to get that cut now, and then we will mount the motherboard. Okay, everybody, so I have now installed the 120 millimeter fan and radiator, the motherboard, and the power supply shroud and the power supply. Now, space is not going to be an issue in this case. So, there's our bottom graphics card. And there's the power supply shroud. So, we should not have an issue, I wouldn't think. So, that's good. And then I still have to install our 130, not our 130, our 380 millimeter rad. So I gotta do that, and make a front quick. All right, everybody. So I have made some more progress. Now everything on the inside is the same, except for the 360 millimeter rad, because I got the front on. Now, this is going to be coated in something. This is not the final front, but there's pretty much what it looks like right now. So this thing is coming along really well, actually. So what we need to do next is, well, I'll tell you when I finish it. Alright, I already got a ton more stuff done. So I've put that and those two on the front, which hopefully will actually be spinning in the final build. Because they're really bad, but we have like 2 motors back there, and then we have just a bunch of power cords. So that's always fun. And then the next thing that we have to do is we have to build the pump reservoir combo. Then what we have to do is we have to coat the outside of the case in white, do the modifications, and then we just have to hook everything up with fittings and tubing, and then we are done. Alright, everybody, it is finally done. Now this thing actually looks pretty decent, honestly. I finally finished it. Now, it didn't turn out as well as I thought it was going to turn out, but, you know, it's still pretty good. Now, I didn't do the back because I thought the back really didn't matter, but, you know, it looks pretty good. So, guys, that's going to do it for today's vlogs. Thanks for watching, and have a great, fantastic rest of your day. Go.